First opened in 2002, there's a look inside Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, the Motor City. Tonight, we reach the unofficial midway point of the season with a good Monday night battle, as it'll be the Las Vegas Raiders taking on the Detroit Lions. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. From the end zone, here comes Williams. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Hooker to throw right away. And that is incomplete. Trying to find Jamison Williams. And now it's second down. You look at this Raiders defense. They're a top 5 unit right now against the pass in the league. In fact, they sit at number 5.
Yeah, defending the pass hasn't been an issue for them. It's been stopping the run. And if they don't stop the run, they can't get back to their strength, which is guarding against the air attack.
Now the former Bear, this is David Montgomery. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Well, this play sequence was really kind of called in reverse. Incomplete pass on 1st and 10. Nice run on 2nd and 10 when probably everyone was expecting them to throw the football. Now, if you're the defense, what are they going to do on 3rd down? You're a little off balance.
Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. Looking to throw, Hooker. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. On 4th down, Jack Fox on to punt for Detroit. And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. And here comes Abdullah on the return. That'll go as a punt of 42, 7 on the return. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. First carry for the all-pro running back, it's Josh Jacobs. And he'll get this up to about the 40. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Well, Charles, you think about this defense. This week in preparation, you couldn't hide the fact from them that they're facing a team that's lost 7 in a row. You just wonder if they prepared the same way they normally do.
Yeah, that's a great question because normally that preparation goes into what you do well on defense. What is the best thing that you do going into a game? But in this case, you might want to take all the tendencies and throw them out the window. I would expect them to throw every trick play in the book right out of the gate in order to try and get something established and get things moving.
And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That one good for 26 and a 1st down.
This is an offense that's near the bottom of the league in rushing, so defensively coming in, you've got to know you're going to see the ball in the air a lot. And that time, it's a completion and a first down on this opening drive.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
You talk about this Lions defense.
They're trying to cover up some holes in the secondary. Right now, bottom 5 in the league against the pass at number 28.
They're in the bottom 10 in the league. I mean, when you look at their talent, you would think that they'd be much better. Overall, I don't think there's any question you'd have to say that they've underachieved.
Ball at the 33, 2nd and 9. Here's O'Connell looking to throw it.
And incomplete.
I don't think either one of us is surprised about who they just targeted on that one. I mean, they're going to try and get to him as much as possible. Off to a nice start, but unable to haul that one in.
Yeah, already looked his way a couple of times on this opening drive. Can't connect there. They need to get this to the 24 on 3rd down.
Myers in motion right. O'Connell working from the gun. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Solid opening drive so far, Charles. They've moved this football into field goal range, but you know that they want to cap this off with 6 and not 3.
Absolutely. As one of the better coaches in the league always tells me, on offense, I want their body blows all game long and finish it with uppercuts. Well, here are the body blows right now. He's hoping one uppercut will take care of the end of this drive.
Throwing on 1st down, O'Connell. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Excellent defensive effort to get to him and provide a little contact before the catch could be made cleanly.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Jacobs going to try the middle. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up 1st and goal. We often give credit to the O-line there. 2 tight end formation. Those tight ends block pretty well also.
Yeah, and that's one of the most dynamic positions in football now. The tight ends who can block at the line of scrimmage at the point of attack, and they can also get downfield and catch the football.
Here's Jacobs. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3.
That's good power football on 1st and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there, but that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal.
To throw here, O'Connell.
To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal?
Out of the shotgun, here's O'Connell.
Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
The kick by Carlson is good.
So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
And Williams going to sit on this one. It'll be a touchback.
Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
And they come in losers of 2 straight. And remember, they've got the open date on their calendar next weekend, but you think it's vitally important, Charles, that they focus on the task at hand here.
Absolutely, because these players, they know what's coming up, and the difference between taking time off following a win versus doing so on a 3-game losing streak, that's absolutely huge, because they may come back if they lose this game to a facility, and there may be new faces in there and some teammates lost.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Gibbs on the toss left.
They juke. There he goes, left side. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That burst good for 20 and a first down.
Any team that successfully runs a toss play cannot do it with an offensive line that can't move. You've got to have mobile players, especially those tackles, who can move laterally and seal the edge in order for the back to get upfield.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 49-yard line.
To Williams on the jet sweep. On this one, it may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away.
Marcus Peters up to make the tackle.
The Lions now at 2-5 to start play. They come in losers of 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club that's more than capable of turning things around, and I expect them to play really well here.
Hooker now on 2nd down.
And the Raiders have got him. John Jenkins collapses the pocket and drops him for a loss of 3.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now their quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long.
Hooker's going to throw it. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by David Long. Still going inside the 20.
And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score.
Coaches preach all the time about opportunities and taking advantage of them, and he did exactly that. I used to have a coach tell us all the time, a lost opportunity is never regained. Well, no regrets here. He picked that one off and took it to the house.
Now for the extra point, Daniel Carlson. He's got it, and now it's a 10-0 lead here in the opening quarter.
So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. From the end zone, here comes Williams. And he returns this to the 22.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done, because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
Now a 2nd and 10.
19 Tiger.
Here's Hooker. And that's to Amon-Ra St. Brown.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field, because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
Hooker now off play action. He'll go right back to St. Brown. Now 2nd and 3. From the gun, it's Hooker.
This is caught inside the 15. And here he'll get it down to the 7. A big play there for Detroit. And even 40 yards.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5.
Hooker to the air yet again.
Toward the pylon, caught. Touchdown.
Isaiah Hodgins.
His first touchdown on the year.
And the Lions have got it back to within a score.
Well, so it goes for a rookie quarterback. He had the INT earlier in this first half, but he bounces back with a touchdown pass.
And you have to like the mental acumen, the toughness, the fortitude of him, because oftentimes for a rookie, you throw an interception early, you're taken right out of the game, or mentally, you check out a little bit. Give him a lot of credit for bouncing back.
And Patterson back out there to send this one away.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive.
Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material.
(10-7) our score after 1 right here on EA Sports.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Throwing, O'Connell. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. It's Brian Branch with it, and the Lions are going to take over here up near the 40. The rookie picked off the rookie.
And guess what? They're pretty familiar with each other. It's not like when I was growing up and the dinosaurs were roaming the earth and you heard about a guy somewhere. Now they run into each other at camps, going through high school ball, recruiting, college games, all-star games, you name it. A lot more familiarity with each other.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
Here's 2nd and 10. A toss out right to Gibbs. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. Give him a loss of 6 yards, and it brings up 3rd down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that incomplete, nearly intercepted. And remember, he had his hands on one earlier, had one pick. Could have been his second, but instead it's 4th down.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
Jack Fox out to punt here on 4th down. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. 42 yards on the punt, just 2 on the return. And it'll be Raiders football, 1st and 10. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive, in particular if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
On 2nd down, O'Connell. And his throw here is incomplete.
Tight end has become a bigger and bigger part of the passing game in the NFL, but if you drop the football, that position can get swamped out with a wide receiver in that spot, a running back in that spot. There are other ways they can go if you're not going to catch the ball.
And that's not just his first drop, his second drop of the game. And O'Connell now to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. The first run for the backup, Abdullah. And A strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43.
Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last two plays.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for them. Show them that you're supposed to get the football.
They go back to the ground, this time Jacobs. And good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32. 43 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
Well, as we've learned over the years, just because a guy plays left tackle doesn't mean he doesn't have run blocking abilities. And we just saw it there. Controlled the line of scrimmage, created a big gain.
That's kind of a bonus. He's there to protect that high value that you have back under center, but he creates space in the run game.
Yeah, not only can he dance, he can mash, too.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
On second down, Jacobs. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down.
Off the play fake, here's O'Connell. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
And based on my math, they've only converted one time thus far in this game, so you can see the frustration starting to come out a little bit. 3rd downs, they've been a problem for them all game. They've got to start becoming solutions.
Carlson able to put this one through.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
From the end zone, here comes Williams. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
And Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
I would say it'd probably be a good idea for him to reintroduce himself to his receivers at the half because they're definitely on different wavelengths. But I also don't advocate waiting that long. Next series before you get out there. Hey, let's get together, guys. Let's get this thing moving.
2nd and 10. Throwing. Hooker. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
All right, help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 10.
Hooker.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
And here now the punter Fox as he sends this one away. Abdullah to return.
A very good return that time. 18 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try and increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Hey, it's not the most spectacular play, but I think most teams will take that every single time for the first play of a drive. Begin the series with positive yardage and set yourself up for a very manageable second down.
Second down, Jacobs once more.
And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
A nice carry by Jacobs, who's coming off a career year. Just when it seemed like Vegas may have been ready to move on from him. Led the NFL with over 1,600 yards and was more than deserving of his first All-Pro selection.
O'Connell looking to throw on first. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
Here's Jacobs from the gun.
They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 29-yard line.
Now we get a stoppage because a member of the Raiders shaken up on that one. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment.
On first down, Abdullah. And he'll get this one down to about the 27.
Taken down on the play by Aiden Hutchinson.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
Still 9 yards to go on second down from the 27.
And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left.
Play action. Now O'Connell.
Throw left side, taken in by Renfro. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 18 yards there, and it'll be a first and goal.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you?
Back to throw, O'Connell.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders.
Josh Jacobs,
His second touchdown on the season.
and the Raiders add 6 to their lead.
Well, he wasn't the guy they were initially going for, but after going through the progressions, it worked.
When you have plenty of people who can catch the football, you don't always have to go to your primary target, and sometimes that target is actually covered. Nice job coming off of that and getting it to someone who was open.
And the man out of the backfield gets in for the score. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead now stands at 13. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
From the end zone, here comes Williams. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down.
Here's Hooker to throw it. Finds Gibbs on the check down.
So the completion good for 6 yards, and it'll be second down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Off play action. Here's Hooker.
To the sideline, and oh, that's well done. Able to drag the feet. He's going to have the first down. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Again, it's Hooker looking to throw.
Throw left side complete. That's Gibbs. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it's second down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
That is caught by Laporta.
The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Working out of the shotgun, Hooker.
And that incompletion breaks a string of 5 straight connections. And it's second down.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Trying to throw again here. Hooker. There's Laporta. He's got it. Touchdown, Lions.
An 11-yard touchdown.
And the Lions get a late score here, the final minute of the first half. Extra point try now for Patterson.
And it's good. The deficit 6, 20-14.
Patterson back out there to send this one away.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive.
And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Here's O'Connell.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
With a dime look on defense, 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. This time they stay on the ground. And he's got some space here. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1.
Now this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. On 1st down, they go with Jacobs again.
Loose inside the 30. Inside the 10. And he's going to be forced out of bounds inside the 5-yard line.
A big play there just before halftime. 58 yards. So down inside the 5-yard line. I have to say, really just a poor job defensively there.
You're exactly right. As a former defensive back, that was not played well at all. But give credit to the offense and give credit to the guy running the football. He gets it down all the way inside the 5.
Now it's O'Connell.
Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So an incomplete pass a moment ago, and that leads to 2nd and goal.
Now O'Connell.
And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. Davante Adams with career touchdown number 94. He ties both Jerome Bettis and Priest Holmes on the all-time list.
And the Raiders will extend their lead here just before halftime.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead now stands at 13.
Four seconds, all that remain here this first half as the kick gets away. From the end zone, here comes Williams. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
A final shot before break. Hooker, he's airing it out for Williams. And it's knocked away and incomplete. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Raiders with the lead already, and they will get the football here as the second half is now underway.
And no run back here as the third quarter will commence with a touchback. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. But Charles, for them, pretty good first half on the ground. They had some success running the ball in quarters 1 and 2, and they've got the lead. Now a chance to expand upon that lead here with their first drive in the third quarter.
Yeah, believe it or not, you and I have noticed that this great game of football has shifted towards pass first, run second. So for me, it's really nice to see some of these teams keeping the ground game as a big component of their offense, and it's working pretty well for them now. And let's face it, they can continue to do damage with it. And in addition, it sets up the pass game really well for them, too.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a first down, his fourth catch of the game after having 3 in the first half.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Well, hang on now. We're going to pause here. We've got an injured player. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. Second and 5.
Up the middle, Abdullah. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Here's 3rd and 3. O'Connell working from the gun.
And that is incomplete.
Coverage was awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
Here's A.J. Cole now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for this second half.
Gibbs straight ahead.
And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did, to get them into a manageable 3rd down, because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Another run for Gibbs here.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 11 yards there and a Lion first down. That right there, a good sign for a team that's had trouble converting 3rd down so far this year. They're the bottom 5 in the NFL, but they come through there.
Yeah, and I bet if we put our guy Marvin on the case and say, Marvin, tell us where they rank on 3rd and what, right? I bet they're in the top 5 in the league on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, 3rd and 7 or more, because that's how you end up not converting. Just too much yardage to pick up on 3rd down.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
63 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
Now that's a big-time run. Lightning in a bottle, forget it. He exploded out of the bottle for that type of a pickup.
So they move from 136 over to the other as they come up on first down. They'll try the middle with Montgomery. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Hooker now on second down. Got St. Brown running the quick slant here. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 18. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Up the middle, it's Montgomery. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Here's 2nd and 7. Straight ahead with Gibbs here.
And here he'll get it down to the 7. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Hooker's going to throw it.
And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line.
The linebacker, Robert Spillane, making a big play.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, they took a sack on 1st and goal. But that close to the goal line, that still definitely hurts.
So 1st down went in the wrong direction. They're at the 13-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal.
Now Hooker.
To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal?
Looking to throw. Hooker.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
Patterson's kick is good.
And that gets him back within 10.
So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps him inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
And Patterson back out there to send this one away. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. No points last time out. They were forced to punt, if you remember, but no time to dwell on that. They've still got the lead here and a chance to add. And now off to the races down the right side. Inside the 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Josh Jacobs, his second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Raiders are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, give that water break and get on out there and play.
And Williams going to sit on this one. It'll be a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Now Montgomery running right. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
You've got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Mustang 19.
Here's Hooker. And that will be incomplete.
Looks like another empty possession offensively. And you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. That's pulled in at the 32. That'll go as a 42-yard punt, but a net of 32. They had a 10-yard return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Here now, 2nd and 4. O'Connell now off the bootleg. Rolling to his right. His throw incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield in man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays just like that one we saw there.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Running straight ahead is Jacobs. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. a loss resulted.
Here's A.J. Cole now
as he'll punt it away for the second time. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well.
I feel like you and I could be in our backyard with our dads right now. What did they always say when they were throwing us the ball? Look it all the way in. Make sure you secure it. That had the feeling of not happening there on that play, that he didn't have full control of the ball.
When that punt's coming in, I've never returned punts, but I would imagine it's tough to monitor those guys coming full steam ahead at you.
It really is. You try and get that peek to know where they are about whether you should fair catch it or not, but sometimes you just have to have a sense, a feeling, and just have to make sure, number one, though, you catch the ball and put it away.
And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up first and goal.
At the 5-yard line.
It'll be first and goal when we come back. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll try to run it in with Abdullah. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. Give him 4 on the carry there at second and goal. When we talk about being on schedule, I think they're on schedule after that run, getting it right down there on the doorstep.
Maybe even a little bit ahead, because now the defense can't dictate with pressure. They're guessing about where you're going to go. I might come right back at them with the same play, the same set, and see if they can stop them.
Jacobs will take this one in for a Vegas touchdown.
Ah, what a luxury it is to be able to call a bowling ball like Josh Jacobs down near the goal line. 5'10", 220 pounds, and he's not afraid to get in there and get the tough yards. He finishes off this drive with a touchdown run.
Carlson now to add the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Lions 17.
On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away.
From the end zone, here comes Williams. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Their own 19-yard line.
Ready up.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one, though probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish.
And they'll get to him right away at the 40. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or, boy, something that feels a little bit cheap. But if they trim that lead down to just 2 scores, that's still a benefit to this squad.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Back to throw. Hooker.
That's complete to Laporta. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a first down.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Let's go now.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd and 6. Looking to throw. Hooker. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I'll tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete.
Get up.
And they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is 3rd down.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. Ready.
Back to throw. Hooker. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 31-yard line. 14 yards that time for number 14. Well, those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first 3 quarters. And this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the 4th. But a nice first down and a pickup on that throw.
Yeah, and this is where as coaches, you're looking for effort and execution. Even though the scoreboard is going against you, you want to find out who's going to fight, who's going to scrap, who's going to keep their heads up and continue to play.
Setting up the screen, this is Gibbs. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
And good yardage there on first down, because sometimes all you need to do on the screen is get one key block. That might set your man free, and that was pretty good pursuit to the football defensively, or it could have gone for more.
Let's go.
2nd down and a yard.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Ready.
Hooker to the air yet again. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete.
That was well played, but that was also an example of a corner who understands his coverage, realized he had support behind him, and could be a little more aggressive in the shorter zone, and did exactly that, knocking that pass away.
The Lions on 3rd down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Gibbs will try and pick it up. And he gets this down to the 18. Good enough for a first down. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
And that's why you spend a first-round draft pick on a running back. Not for just the fancy runs, but these dirty, gritty 3rd and 1s, 3rd and 2s. That's why you draft him.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. They'll go again with Gibbs, and they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. The tackle there by Marcus Epps.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Here we go.
Now 2nd and 5. Throwing. Hooker. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
And now another one thrown incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions of what was once a nice drive, stalled out here. I'm going to give credit to the secondary partner. Never gave up as they gave up a few yards, and they came through on that play to deny that pass and force the fourth down.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. Running for it, Montgomery. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth. I got to tell you, I'm shocked. When I realized they were running the football at fourth in that distance, I thought that was a surefire throw.
I can hear it in your voice because I'm the exact same way. No one runs the football in this situation, right? You've got to...
And in for the Lions, touchdown. Amon-Ra St. Brown from 4 yards out. And the Lions are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Now, there was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
And he'll find his way in for 2. And we're back to a 2-score game. The lead's cut to 16. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball. Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the fourth quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers, fourth quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Now, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it. And let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Well, I don't think there's any question, Brandon, at this stage, the stop troops, the defensive guys, they've got to use their 3 timeouts here. They've got to stop them and get the ball back.
Yeah, if you're in that 2 to 3 score deficit window that they're in now, you got to get it ASAP.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Stop them, use your timeouts. Easier to move the ball on offense without timeouts than to stop them on defense without using them.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8.
A give up the gut to Abdullah. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
And this is an absolutely big 3rd down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big 3rd down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here.
3rd and 4. They'll run again.
And he won't get close. Only a yard, 4th and 3.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Here's A.J. Cole now as he's on to punt for Las Vegas.
I don't know why, but it's always agonizing to me to see a guy make a mistake in this phase of the game because you can it's all on him. All eyes there. He's got a chance to make a punt return, and instead he ends up putting it on the carpet.
Puts it on the carpet. The little rubber pellets shoot up. Never a good sign for a returner on this field turf surface.
No, not at all. And a bunch of them go up when they're all trying to get to the football, don't they?
Well, partner, under the lights in primetime, this offense, they gave the nation quite a show, putting up that many points to come away with what will certainly be a memorable win for them.
And, Brandon, I think it's as simple as this. Some players, some teams, they're just meant for the big stage. And when they get a chance to play in this type of atmosphere where all eyes are on them and all the lights are shining brightly, they show up and they show out.
So for Las Vegas,
they finally taste victory for the first time after 7 straight defeats. And they will head